to be doing that much damage. There are 2 tanks and a Wraith to just fend off those vultures, and those vultures will have to probably go. They can't really do that much damage. They might pick off a couple of vultures of forGGs, but not much. The Wraith of forGG is now going towards the base, probably just to scout it, probably just to take down a couple of SCVs. This might take, I don't know, do some damage, but no, a Goliath comes out, and Wraiths really are like paper airplanes when Goliaths come out, so that won't really do anything, I guess. There are tanks coming out by UpMagiC now, so they will be able to, both players will be able to have a nice little siege line right there, except there is a Wraith just pounding away at that poor little tank, and I think UpMagic's Goliath is pretty far back, but I don't think the Wraith will be able to just take down that tank before the Goliath comes. And so it'll be fine, and meanwhile there is a polar bear. And a dropship comes, and dropship by forGG coming towards the main base. It probably has a couple of vultures in it, maybe. I think it must have a couple of vultures and it drops, yes, 4 vultures. I wonder how much damage this will do to UpMagic's base. He does not pull his SCVs that quickly. Approximately 4 SCVs go down. 5 SCVs go down, and really this is kind of terrible for UpMagiC. It's not that bad, I guess, but UpMagiC will have to do some counter harass. And he brings his SCVs back. Oh, actually, that was pretty nice by him. He was able to get up there and force forGG's vultures to kind of go down the ramp without wanting to, and then not being able to get back up because of tanks and Goliaths. Anyway, so forGG is kind of, I wouldn't say exactly in the lead, but he is getting even with UpMagiC for that earlier harass on his expansion, and he has been quite successful. Those SCVs did go down. I think both players are probably even. Maybe forGG is a little more ahead economically, but it does look like UpMagiC is also going for a dropship or a Wraith of his own, because he realizes that it's ready to reach that point in the game where it's almost impossible to just approach. A tank goes down, but for UpMagiC intercepts it. Nice job by UpMagiC. Anyway, yeah, so right now I think it's at that point in time where you can set up a siege line, but mainly you need dropships, you need harass, and here comes another harass, but the harass is actually quite effective. Good job by forGG dropping that tank, being able to prevent mining, and also coming in with 2 vultures. Those 2 vultures will get taken out though, but that tank might be taken out very slowly, and really UpMagiC is chasing that dropship with a vengeance, trying to take it down, because and he takes it down. Nice job, because dropships are really important in TVTs. Dropships just let you break tank lines, and if you don't have them, you can't break them. So UpMagiC really does need some more dropships, I think, personally, not just Wraiths. Wraiths are good and all. Actually, he's built 3 Wraiths. That's a lot of Wraiths, personally, I think. And now forGG, I think, sees his chance. He sees his chance of approaching, but he can't really do anything, and UpMagic's mines are going to take down so many tanks of forGG's. I think forGG underestimated the amount of tanks and vultures there. forGG looks like he's in so much trouble, and the commentators know it. The crowd knows it. The crowd is yelling, some in anguish and some in celebration for UpMagiC. And really, this might be enough to end the game. The vulture is up there, and the mine goes off, and nice. And the tank finally goes down, and 3 Wraiths actually are able to do so much damage. There's no Goliath out for forGG. This is gonna be game, I think, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be game. Those SCVs are just going down. 2 Wraiths to 3 Wraiths, and I wonder if there's gonna be Wraith micro. No, just attack move. 2 Wraiths still out for UpMagiC, and all those SCVs go down. This is not looking good for forGG. forGG was doing so well too, but I think forGG just messed up there. forGG didn't do the timing attack correctly, even though he's the time attacker. I think what he saw was that UpMagiC had 3 Wraiths or so, and maybe he decided that because of that he wouldn't have dropships, or he wouldn't have Goliaths, or he wouldn't have just as many ground forces. Maybe he decided to push then, but it just wasn't a good idea. And now these Rays are able to just harass those tanks. There are no Goliaths in sight, no turrets in sight. A mine goes off in all those SCVs, or maybe that wasn't a mine. That was probably just tank splash killing so many SCVs. Now imagine being an SCV in armor and you're being shot at with tanks instead of a Marine with a gun. That's even worse. I really have to feel sorry for them. And now Goliaths finally are out. Those Wraiths need either cloak or need to run away. So, wow, UpMagiC has been doing such a good job, even though he's been harassed for so long. But now I think his units will be cleared out. This might be dangerous for UpMagiC. Well, no, actually, I think UpMagiC has enough of a foothold in this game to be able to lose those units. He probably has units in the making at his own base, reinforcements pouring in, rallied to forGG's base. And now SCVs are going down at the main base because there are no Goliaths in sight. Well, I think forGG did make somewhat of a mistake in just not anticipating those Rays, not anticipating the need for more anti-air. He had a couple Rays of his own, but UpMagiC just decided to just show him up on his Wraith numbers, Wraith count. And now the game is, I think, firmly in UpMagic's favor, and forGG really needs to do something spectacular to get back. Not too spectacular, of course. It's not that bad for forGG yet, but it is going to be soon 3 or 4 base Terran to 2 base Terran, because forGG cannot move out of his base, and he has no SCVs either. So this will be quite dangerous. I don't think UpMagiC has actually expanded yet, but he probably will now that he's ahead. And these vultures get in, I don't know how, did forGG mine out his minerals for some reason? And those vultures get a few more SCV kills, vultures and Wraiths doing so much damage. Wow, forGG did a good job harassing in the beginning, but now it's UpMagic's turn, and UpMagiC is doing such a good job too. By the way, UpMagic has expanded to the 8 o'clock position. So it will be 3 base turn, and there are 2 tanks, 2 siege tanks ready to harass the SCVs even more. Wow, good job by UpMagic, although those 2 mines will take it out. Oh, and they take out a vulture and something else too. That was kind of careless by forGG. forGG is probably gone. You can see it in his face. forGG knows it's probably over, and by this point, once you lose that will to fight, and once you lose a tank like that to some more mines, I think it's gonna be over, really. And UpMagic is in shelling range of that command center, I think. Oh, yep, he is in shelling range, and that command center will go down. And once that command center goes down, the game is over. And it is GG from forGG. forGG, GG's. Well, good game. I am actually quite impressed by UpMagic being able to come back, I guess. Not necessarily come back, he wasn't that far behind, but being able to respond to forGG's harasses so well. forGG just made that one critical error of moving his whole army into UpMagic's without really dropship cover, without anything cover. So I guess that's where the one mistake was made. forGG did make a really nice showing, but he just wasn't able to come back into the game. forGG looks quite upset too. But yeah, so by the way, even though I haven't been saying it, please do leave me constructive criticisms and so on. I still really love it when you guys leave me comments, send me PMs, and so on, because I really do need to improve, just out of a duty to myself and a duty to others, because I would really like to represent ladies in the StarCraft world and hope that, you know, StarCraft commentating becomes something even bigger, something demographically balanced. Alright, so this is Hazel signing out. I'll see you in Game 6.